Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis for big mega cap stocks. So show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and that means a lot to me. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, my analysis in 3 days of live trading, definitely check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Microsoft is down 2.25%. Now, I don't want to give you guys too much hope on this bear flag because we all know that right now nothing coming down, but definitely we're seeing a rotation from Magnificent 7 and money actually going into zombie companies like AFRM, UPST, ChargePoint, SoFi, PLTR, and all that crap. But Microsoft now definitely breaking down from this bear flag right here. And also, if you look at my screen right here, previous all-time highs right here, and now it's breaking down below 366. Now, if this Bollinger Band here on bottom actually comes down a little bit more, you're going to see continuation to the downside. And in that case, if Microsoft cannot get above 366 tomorrow, you're going to see a dump off later, maybe next week, all the way down to this gap, 357.54. And to the upside, if this thing can actually break and hold 366 again, then watch out for a move all the way up to 372, 375, and then possibly going back up to 380 again. On Amazon, stock is down 0.95% and a huge rejection, and I said it before, watch 150. And you can see clearly today this thing went above 150 and then pretty much closing at the low of the day, coming all the way down to 145.52. And again, guys, I mean, dip buyers, oh my god, I mean, again 146 holding into closing. Even though we got under 146, we came right back up here on Amazon and holding 146 as a support into closing. So until this thing breaks below 146, you're not going to see Amazon going down significantly. Below 146, if this thing actually stays under 146 for, I would say, 2 days, then watch out for a dump off all the way down to 138. But before that, we do have lower Bollinger Band sitting at 143.42. So below 146, this is going to be a level to watch. Also 143.42, and then the big support down here, which is also aligned with this red line, 50-day moving average, 138. To the upside, watch the resistance at 150. On Google, stock is down 0.57%, and Google getting down to 131, not quite touching 130. And you can see it right here with this candle, dip buyers buying up the dip and pushing the price higher, again holding 133 as a support. So tomorrow, below 133, watch out for 130. And we gapped up today. So look at the move all the way up to 135, and that is a big resistance. And why? Not only this is where we got rejected before. Also, if you look at my screen, all these moving averages right here are sitting at 135. So huge rejection from 135 and now holding 133. Tomorrow, 133 gives up, then watch out for the support 130 and then this gap 127.74. To the upside, Google needs to get above 135 and then watch out for 135.57 and above that 140 possible. Until then, watch out for this gap down here, 127.74. On Netflix is down 2% and it's getting down to 464.76. And I said it last night, watch for the support, rising 20-day moving average, 467. And now, after getting down to 464.76, went back up and holding 467 right here. All these moving averages right here are stacked up. So this is going to be a strong level to watch on a pullback. 465 to 467. If we can hold right here, then watch out for a move back up to 485. Below 467 to 465, watch out for this gap down here, 455.50, and then strong support also at 450. On AMD, absolutely flat on the day, but this is just insane. I mean, look at this, guys, 142 almost, getting that breakout and coming back, getting under the support 138, and now into closing absolutely flat on the day, holding exactly at 138. So this is gonna be a key level to watch, and I think it's due for a pullback, at least down to, I would say, 135 right down here. And you can see what happened today. I mean, this is just amazing how the market is playing out, because usually you see, some things are breaking after a big move to the upside, but in this case, I mean, perfect bullishness right here, I would say, here on AMD. I mean, look at this, 135.43, 5-day moving average right here, and the low here today, 135.73. And if you actually caught this move, you made money, because this thing went right back up and now holding 138 right here. So going into tomorrow on AMD, you want to watch support 138, 135.43, and then watch out for 132 to 130, and then all the way down here 125. Above 138, watch out for the resistance at 142. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.54%, and look at this insane move. I mean, that is just crazy. You can see Nvidia got up to 487 almost, and then this thing sold off. It was red all the way down to 474. We do have support right up here, 476.46, and then we have support down here, 471, and it was definitely holding that support, went back up, and now trading above 482, and that should open up the door for a big move all the way up to 505.48. Now if this thing actually breaks down tomorrow, then you want to watch this support right up here, 476.46, and then 471, and below that watch out for 460 and then 450. Until this thing actually breaks down under 450, you're not going to see Nvidia coming down and filling this gap right down here, 423.81. On Apple stock, absolutely flat on the day, and we did hit a fresh new all-time high, which is just insane, because right here, back in July, we hit a new all-time high, and I was calling it before, because this move, if you look at my screen, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was going up, also coming down, some consolidation, bull flag, and then we broke out, came back, some consolidation, and then we slowly went higher. Not a straight move to the upside, but if you look at right here, I mean, oh my god, I mean, look at this, guys, 165, and then look at all these green candles going up and up and up, and then gapping up, and then going up, bull flagging again, and then gapping over that resistance 190, and then gapping over 195 to close that gap on top. And look at this, we gapped up again today to a fresh new all-time high, and now trading above 198, pretty much holding previous all-time highs right here as a support. So that's gonna be a key level to watch on a pullback. And just below 198, you want to watch 195.93, 194.72, this gap down here, and then watch out for 192 to 190, this gap down here. Until Apple breaks below 190, there is no downside on Apple, and this is going to be a key level to watch on a pullback to the downside. To the upside, it's getting far too overextended. We got a doji indecision candle today, so watch out. If this thing cannot hold 198, you're not going to see any more upside. But also above 198, 200 to 202, that is possible here on Apple stock. And on a pullback, you want to watch rising 5-day moving average right here, 195.93, and then this gap, 194.72. On Tesla stock, it's up 4.91%, and what a massive breakout here on Tesla. And did you guys see all that news yesterday? I mean, Tesla recalling vehicles. There's like so many news yesterday, like flooded with bad news. And guess what? All those news were just trying to buy the dips. So they put out all these news, and guess what? They bought the dip off of this low. I mean, this thing is up $20+ in just 24 hours. This is a massive move, up $12 on the day. And now it's above, if you look at my screen right here, it's holding 246 to 247. It's above this resistance trend line, so that is a bull breakout, and now almost breaking out above 252. We got up to 254 almost today, and that is a huge move on Tesla with some huge volume today. Now, we talked about it yesterday in my video that if you're looking for a dip, this is the only one you can actually look at. And this is why I said that, because when they see everything is hitting all-time highs and nothing left, especially mega names, guess what? They will buy this one. And this is exactly what they did. They're buying the heck out of it. I mean, look at the volume today, guys. Huge. And now, tomorrow, if this thing breaks out above 252, that is gonna be a real confirmation that this is actually not a fake breakout and it's gone. Above 252, this thing can explode all the way up to 262, and then at some point next week or the week after, you could see massive explosion on Tesla all the way up to this gap just below 290. Now, if you're chasing here, do not chase Tesla. Wait for a pullback. There might be a pullback here on Tesla, or let it go up to 262, and then if this thing gets down to 252, that would be a nice, juicy pullback, and especially a retest of the support, and this is where you can get in between 252 to 247 to 246, right in between this zone right here. Now, if this thing cannot hold this breakout, then watch out for the support now. 247 right down here, and below that 241, and all the way down to this gap, which we actually gapped up today, 240 right down here on Tesla. On Meta, it's down 0.47%, and Meta getting under 331, and then finding support at 13-day moving average right here, 328, and getting a bounce off of that level, and now trading above all these moving averages right here, and also holding 20-day 331 at the closing. So going into tomorrow, to the upside, as long as Meta can hold above 331, you could see another explosive move all the way up to 343. But if this thing gives up 331, you want to watch 328, 326, 321.83, red line, 50-day moving average right here, and then all the way down here, 316.